Good afternoon. Yes, good afternoon for present here. So today we'll be discussing how to prepare for an exam, particularly the competitive exam, NET exam and TNPSC exams. How smartly we can prepare. The hard work is not going to help you. Hard work alone will not help you. Rather than that, a smart works, smart preparation will help to clear the exam in a short span of time. How to prepare in a smart way. That's what we are going to discuss today. And then we will also focus on some of the exercise related to mathematical reasoning. First, most people who appears for such a competitive exams will not come with a good preparation. The candidates, if you assume 1 lakh appear applying for the exam, around 82% will appear for the exam. That means 18,000 people out of a lakh used to be absent. That's what your research shows. Of those 82,000 people, more than 68% of those appearing people will come just to attend for the exam, which means they will not have a good amount of preparation. Just come and appear for the exam. They will try to click if luck comes across. Or if they believe on their existing knowledge and come for the exam. This filters around 68% of the people can be filtered in this way. So all along, if you calculate, only 20% of the people, candidates who applies for the exam really gets into a systematic preparation and appears for the exam. Out of those 20 students, 20%, 4%, that means 1 out of 5 gets clear. That's what your real research shows. 1 out of 5 used to get clear. Even in, if you take the NET exam, National Eligibility Test, conducted by UGC through different agencies, through NTA, the entire result says this. Every year they used to enhance the question paper model, enhance the quality of the questions, but still the cutoff will not be increased. And the pass percentage used to be in declining trend. It shows that the research result comprises 1 out of 5 students used to get clear the final exam. But if you see the overall result, it seems to be 4%. But if you filter only the people who makes a systematic preparation, 20% is the pass percentage. Hence, the systematic preparation in a smart way will make us to get clear. Some people used to keep the book all along the day with them, but will not get clear. They will carry the book in their handbag. They will carry the book during travel. They will keep the book along with their bed, but still they will not get clear, which means they prefer, but not in a systematic.
சார் வணக்கம் சிவா சார். சார் ஏதாவது நீங்க பேசுறீங்களா? ஆடிபிளா இல்ல.
Oh, is this not audible?
எனக்கு தெரியல, எனக்கு மட்டும் தான் இந்த கம்ப்ளைண்ட் வருதா என்னன்னு தெரியல. சார், I am one of the students, sir.
Yeah, I'm clear. It's clear. Your voice is clear. Am I clear? Am I audible? Hello. Is that clear now? What about the others? Gayatri and Matan, Neymar, Subbulakshmi, Sridevi, is this audible to you all? Oh, Madam says yes. So it is audible. I think Kalpana, please check your I'll continue. So systematic preparation will make a candidate to get clear in a smart way. Okay. Did you understand what I am saying? Yes, I hope it's clear to you all. Now let me move. We have two set of papers. Like particularly with respect to reasoning, mathematical aptitude and general technical reasoning. We have two set of people. Okay, thank you. So we need to allocate the number of questions expected from the blueprint. So number of questions are expected from each segment. For example, I have stated in a slide, general aptitude, 5 to 6 questions definitely used to be there, and graphical presentation and analysis, 3 to 4 questions, and geometric figures and other parameters like length, volume, shape. Some students may not be good in this area. Only the outline they may be strong, but pure formula oriented or calculative oriented, applying the formula may not help them better to get clear. So these areas we need to identify whichever the weak area, whichever the strong area. So accordingly we can apply, except the third part, geometric figure and their parameters like length, volume, shape, etc. All other things we can practice. The formula oriented, if students do not prefer that, only outline, with outline we can go, the repeated model we can go. And what is the objective of this such a kind of exam? Actually, the exam is not a part of selection. It's part of, they call it the part of recruitment or selection. It is not actually selection. This is an elimination. The exam is conducted only to eliminate the maximum amount of candidates from the segment. Hence, it is an entirely elimination process. So the objective of such a kind of multiple choice question exam is, are you master in subject in one particular area, not the entire subject? Are you master in the subject in particular area from where the questions have been posted? So to check that, they used to conduct such a kind of examinations. How to proceed? Two ways we can proceed to clear the exam in a smart way. One is practice, particularly kind of paper 1 or like mathematical questions or reasoning questions, communication related questions, paper 1 areas. We have to enhance our practice on daily basis. Even comprehensive writing, they used to give comprehensive, a great paragraph, and there used to be a multiple choice question. These things comes only through the practice. Practice at least 20 set of questions on daily basis in one particular area. And second one is prepare. For knowledge-based questions, we need to prepare. So now you divide that into the subjects which are skill-based. The other one is knowledge-based. Based on skills and attitude, those questions you can practice much. You can enhance the quality of answering those questions. Whereas the knowledge-oriented questions, like from our subject area, like someone is from commerce, or if someone is from management, or someone is from Sanskrit, or someone is from, one student is from dancing, art. So from the subject-oriented questions, we need to prepare. So these two, we should not, we should balance these two. We should not forego, or we should not leave something, right? Since it won't be convenient to us. The systematic practice, systematic preparation, and systematic practice, these two enhances the quality of clicking the answer in a right way. Some students, who practices well and prepares well, they click the answer even if they do not know the exact answer for that question. The students who practice and prepares well, those answers clicked by them used to be the right answer. That we have even tested in a coaching center like this. So here, how to prepare in a systematic way. The problem what we used to encounter, the students, they used to all go along with the MCQs. Already books are published, many books have been released with the MCQs. So directly buy the book, go through study the questions, answer with the available options given in the MCQ. That is the wrong method of preparation. The correct method is study your descriptive part, whatever you are specialized in the subject or in paper 1 or your general subjects. Whatever you prepare, from the descriptive part, prepare a set of questions, which means gather many answers. For that answer, prepare a different set of questions. Introspect different set of questions from one particular answer. That enhances you to make your preparation in a systematic way. So how to prepare a questions out of answers, out of a descriptive part? As soon as you prepare question, please focus on the quality questions. Preparing quality questions. What do you mean by quality question? What do you mean by quality question? A question which makes you to think, which makes everyone to think, either the student prepared or not. If the questions made them to think and answer something, then those questions are quality questions. Some students used to go to exam, and from the exam they will learn something by reading the question, which means that those questions made them to think, explore what are the possible ways to prepare well, to click the right answer. So here, in preparing quality questions out of the given answer, that makes you to make your systematic preparation in an effective way. So we have 12 models of questions in competitive exams. What are the 12 models? We all know everything in choose the best option. Yeah, I agree. But in this, choose the best option, choose the correct answer. There are different models which helps us to prepare our subject in a systematic way, particularly to appear for the exam. So from the given descriptive part, prepare a set of questions. Some students have a practice of going through all the old questions. Like 10 years question paper, go through. That is also not a correct way. That may be helpful for writing local exams like entrance exam in any university or SLET exams. Some exams used to be conducted at a district level or state level or one particular university. They used to repeat the questions whichever is available. So for those things, this old papers will be helpful. But for the professional exams like NET exam and TNPSC, agriculture officer, horticulture, like that, some professional exams, the system itself will eliminate the old existing questions. The old questions it will eliminate. So it cannot be repeated. But the areas in which the questions has been asked, either the previous part or the next part can be asked. For example, if you go through a management by exception is an theory part. So which has been asked last question papers. Now this time we can ask the question can contain management by objectives. So for last year it has been asked from MBE. This year, this time the question paper can carry from MBO. That means related area, either previous one or next one, the questions can be asked. So for that also we need to make varieties of questions from the given descriptive answers. So now let us see what are the different models of questions which we can introspect in our mind while reading, while studying the answers, while studying the descriptive part. The first one is choose the direct. This direct question, everyone knows, choose the answer, choose the correct answer. But nowadays, it has become as a practice to ask a negative question, negative answer. We can say which of the following is not, which of the following is odd one out, which of the following is not related to this particular theory. So that's called a negative answers carrying question, which means we need to know all other three options which is relevant to that particular concept. Then only we can exclude which is not correct. So that one we expected to choose as the right answer. So when we study from the descriptive part, and if you see all the options given in this model, all four mostly related. Even if you would like to exclude one maximum, you can exclude. Maximum candidate can exclude only one option. All three options will be related and highly confused. The questioner, the question setter, whenever we set the question paper, there was a training conducted at the University of Madras once, all the question setups. So they have divided the questions into 4 different parts and how to select the 4 options. For that, many brainstorm session has been conducted, and finally decided which area, which criteria you need to select the options. So when we get into a model called the preparation of questions out of the descriptive answers, then the problems of confusion can be avoided in exam. Sometimes the questions used to be so simple, but as soon as we get into the option makes us to think and get confused. Sometimes the questions used to be so lengthy and confusing. As soon as you see the option, it will give you a lead to think, if you know the concept, to think and choose the right answer. So when the question setter used to set varieties of questions, when the question setter sets varieties of questions, they carries all these things in their mind. So as a candidate, we need to proceed accordingly. The second model is choose the best option, which means all the 4 are correct options. But of that, which is the best, which is the predominant. So that's the second model. So which means when we read a particular descriptive part from our book, or a particular theory, or a particular concept, that may carry varieties of bulletin points or varieties of ingredients, but without which the entire concept will fail. Those things we need to learn so that we can prepare choose the best option question, which means all the 4 are part of that particular concept or theory, but which is the main one, which is the best one. Third model is the balanced match model, because they used to have matched the following questions as part of choose the best answer. So which means there are 2 match the following. 2 models are there. One is balanced to match the following. The other one is unbalanced to match the following. Balanced to match the following, which means left hand side and right hand side I will have equal number of questions and answers. For example, left hand side 4 questions have been given. Right hand side also will have 4 options, which means each one question will match with the other one. So even if you don't know one answer, but you know the other 3, you can get the right answer. The other area is the unbalanced match. Unbalanced match means one side you will have only 2 questions. The other side you will have 6 options, 6 answers. For one, you can match 3 or 4. The second one you can match remaining. For example, you may have macroeconomics in left hand side. The right hand side you may have varieties of characteristics of micro and macroeconomics in different order. So now you should be able to match what are the characteristics of microeconomics, 2, 3, 5, 6 like that, and what are the characteristics of macroeconomy, 1, 4 like that. So it used to be given. That's called unbalanced match. So when we prepare a different set of questions from the given descriptive answers, we need to have these things in our mind. So in what way this particular part can be asked in exam. The fifth one, a conceptual explanation. So this is most repeated model in most of the examinations. In one of the NET exam, I remember where my students said more than 70% of the students only from this model, assertion and reason. Whatever the slide they click, page they turn, assertion and reason. 2, 3 questions were there. How these questions are prepared? This is called as conceptual explanation model. Most question setters prefer this. But if you know a systematic way of understanding this set of questions, you can most of the assertion reason model can be given the right answer. How these questions are prepared, the assertion and reason. When we go through the descriptive model of answers, wherever we come across a term called because of, therefore, hence, like this, then from that particular part, the assertion and reason model can be evolved. So if you know the particular concept or theory well, knowing alone is not important. As soon as you know and go through the concept as well as reason behind that, rationality behind that, and come out with a different set of assertion and reason model questions. Prepare many set of questions from that particular answer. In assertion and reason model alone, and sometime in exam, even if you do not know, but since you have the practice of preparing many questions from a particular given answer, you can experiment yourself to click the right answer by reading the unknown questions taken from the unknown area. That's a possibility. Not 100%, but there are more possibilities to click the right answer. Next one is statement validation model. This we have been experiencing from our school days. All questions are from true or false pattern. But in school days, we used to experience only one question as true or false. Only one statement will be there. But here we have 3 or 5 statements. Sometimes 2. Earlier it has been asking only 2 statements. Now there are 3, 4 statements they used to give. And validate all the 4 statements, true, false, correct, wrong. Then the options will be there. Statement 1 and 2 are correct, but statement 3 and 4 wrong. The second option would be statement 1 and 3 are correct, statement 2 and 4 are wrong. One option used to be all the statements are correct. Like that, options will be there. So that's called a statement validation model, which means you need to prepare a set of questions from the descriptive answer whatever we study. If the statement slightly changed in different way, can be able to figure out that statement as right or wrong. So in this way, we can focus on the statement validation model. In statement validation model, a crisp, unique thing is, which means they will take 2 or 3 chapters. From 2 or 3 chapters, make 4 statements. So even if a candidate is good enough in one particular theory alone, but not in left the other things as a choice, he or she may not be able to click the right answer from the statement validation model. Hence, whatever we study, be thorough enough to appear this set of questions, statement validation model. And the 7th one, graphical question. So mostly there used to be, which we have not taught, but still it can be. In particular area where there is no graph at all, but we have studied only the theoretical part, a conceptual explanation part or something else. But sure, there is no graph, but still your understanding can be converted into a graph. Some subject like economics, some subject like data interpretation, they used to make graph from the given descriptive answers. Or there are some standard graphs also. So that's called a graphical question. Question number 8, orderly question. Keep it in order. So if you have steps for decision making, for example, or steps to install a good accounting system in industry. Right? There are our steps to introduce a new product in the market. So just for an example, I'm saying, if you carry any theoretical part with varieties of steps, then keep that in an order. Which one comes first, which one comes next. After fifth step, which one comes? And nowadays, there is a question like, what would be the fourth step in advertisement? In e-commerce, like that they can be asked. There used to be a question. So earlier days, they used to give all the options in an order, in a different order, and ask us to keep that in order. You click the right answer. So that's called orderly question. Sometimes they used to ask in reverse order also, descending order also. So when we prepare a different model questions from our descriptive answers, from our known answers, then definitely this method will help for orderly question. Then descriptive question. Descriptive question means explanation will be given as part of question itself. We will see I will show you every model. Every model, one question I will show you. Then 10th one is comparative statement, which means they'll give you 3 or 2 statements. You need to compare these 2 statements and you need to say which statement follows the next statement. For example, they give statement 1, statement 2. Statement 1 follows statement 2. That's one option. Statement 2 follows statement 2. Neither statement 1 nor the statement 2 will not follow each either. Option 4, both the statements can be in different order can be followed. So like that, there will be an option. So that's called a comparative statements model. The 11th one is statement with mathematical symbol or numbers. So if you see any question paper, there used to be all these 11 models questions definitely used to be there. As a question setter, when we receive a question setting order, they used to call this as item 1, item 2, item 3, like that they used to call to check the question pattern. A question setter used to convince with all these 11 models from their designated questions areas from the subject. So questions with mathematical symbols or number like greater than, less than, has or other, some they used to have some symbols, mathematical symbols. Are you able to it's not mathematical. I'm not saying about mathematical calculation in a straight way, but still they use some mathematical symbol from the particular theory part and make us to try to confuse to select the right answer, even though if you know the subject. So these are the 11 models. The 12th model is triangulation or extension model. What do we call this? Which means they will take one concept from one particular subject and one theory from the other subject and make both things related to each other and frame a question. For example, some students used to be specialized in marketing. Some students might be specialized in finance. But here the questions used to be asked one concept they will take from finance, one concept they will take from marketing and relate those 2 questions. How they will relate, sir? Is that possible? Yes. Which means in real life, there is no separate marketing specialization, no finance specialization. In real life, in your business, it has to be matched to both. Either marketing or human resources or entrepreneurial skill or finance or accounts, everything have to be mixed in one place. The marketing manager cannot say that I don't know accounts, I will not look into that. I don't know any numbers, I know only marketing skill. He cannot say. He has to involve himself to prepare plan, numeric quantitative assessment, quantitative plan, everything has to involve. So it does not mean that one person is good in marketing, does not mean that he should fail in finance. So which means this triangulation model or extension model will make us to explore one particular part, one particular concept with the other. So with this 12 model questions, let me show you each model one by one. For example, this is the model 1. So what they have given is that direct choose the answer. Marketing means meeting the needs and wants by customer. Wants of customer. Who said this? This is direct the choose the answer. This everyone knows that how this question has been placed. This is question model 1 and 9 together, which means negative part is in the question as well as descriptive part. Which means here, which of the following is not considered as marketing? Not. So we need to know all the four mostly related to marketing. We cannot say one is not particularly related to marketing. Now this, the entire including the options they have taken as a note and evolved varieties of options. To click the best one. C alone, A and B, C and D, D alone. So now, which of the following is not considered as marketing? The first model is choose the best or negative answer model. The 9th model is descriptive model. So here the question itself taken as a descriptive note along with the option. Hence, they have generated different varieties of options to choose the right one. That's what we call this as descriptive model. Marketing is an dance. So what do you call that? And again, question model 2. All the 3 are correct. Now we need to choose the best one. I cannot say all the 3 or all the 4 are wrong. So which is the best one? Model 3. So it is called balanced match. So if you know any 3 mostly correct or at least 2 mostly correct, whenever the match the following comes, I used to be enjoyed because definitely the answer will be correct. Because we must have studied varieties of at least 1 or 2. We know the correct answer, 1 or 2. We don't need to be, we know the entire 4. So this is called a balanced match. Both right hand side and left hand side, you have 4 things in there. Now this is called, what is that? Unbalanced match. Which means your left hand side, you have only 2 options, part A. Part B, you have 6 options. Now you need to balance this. You need to match this based on your understanding in micro and macroeconomics. Right? This is question model 4. Question model 5. So this is, as I said, this most repeated model, conceptual explanation model, assertion and reason model. So this is the most repeated expected model to understand the theoretical background of a particular concept. Question model 6. So they have given 3 statements. Now all the 3 statements need to be evaluated based on our knowledge. So which one is the right answer? It's like true or false, but it is a combination of 3. It's a combination of 3 statements. This is question model 6. Question model 7. It's a graphical question model, which means they have given a graphic. And they asked us to choose the right one, where it has been marked as question mark, or they will give X or A, B, some number, they will, some name, they will denote by letters or numbers or symbols, and they will ask a question. So this is called a graphical presentation of question from graphical model. Question model 8. So what is that question model 8? Do you remember? Did you know that? Keep it in order question. Keep it in order or orderly questions. So this helps you. This model of questions will help you. If you know the descriptive answer in a synchronized in an order, synchronized way in an order, either ascending or descending. If nothing is given, it's always ascending. No specification is there, it's always ascending. So keep that in an ascending order. Question model 9. So which means descriptive part. The options are part of the question. First they will give you a line, then options. So options becomes as a part of question. Then they will ask us to choose which one would be the right order as per this question. Question model 9. Question model 10. So this is again statement model, but it's not statement validation. Which follows the which part? Question. Statement 1 follows statement 2, or statement 2 follows statement 1. Both the statement has the same weightage. Both the statements are different to each other. So can you connect with the theoretical background or the concept what we learned in that particular subject? Can we connect and make the right choice? This is another quality question model. This set of questions cannot be asked in each and every part, but we can develop from our understanding of the particular theory or concept. Question model 11, which means it's called, what is that? They use a number or a mathematical symbol to make the candidates to think with respect to one particular concept and choose the right one. Question model 12 is a triangulation model, which means a strategic management has been linked with marketing management. The options are taken from the marketing management. The question has been raised from the strategic management, which means relating 2 or 3 subjects in one question. So as of now, we learned all the 12 models of questions. What is the challenge behind us now? So what is the way to make our preparation in a systematic way? With respect to preparation, I said a smart way of making ourselves ready for the exam is only 2. One is practice, the other one is preparation. The practice can happen for the, what is that, repeated models or a general paper for all, like mathematical aptitude or logical reasoning or comprehensive writing, comprehensive MCQs or communication or something a common subject for all. For that, practice is most important. And their knowledge is nowhere applicable. No, the knowledge is not full-fledgedly applicable. Even if you don't have proper knowledge, through practice, you can make a perfect attempt at the exam. Whereas for the paper, the subject-related paper, the core subject-related paper, here we need to prepare. So we need to have, for a systematic attempt and in an exam, in a competitive exam, we need to have 2 things. One is practice, the other one is prepare. For preparation, we need to, there are different varieties of preparations are there. Some students used to have a myth that going through all 12 years of question papers, last 12 years question paper and answering and repeating the same will be the best way. That's one way of preparation. That is a myth. That's the myth. To attend the professional exams like this, questions mostly won't be repeated. But that preparation will help in different way. That preparation you need to use in different way, which means a question has been asked in this area last time. Definitely this time, the same area will not be asked. Rather, just related to that, what other concepts are there? From there, the questions can be expected. So here, the challenge from in front of us is prepare different models of questions from which you are studying, from which you are learning one particular descriptive note, a particular descriptive concept. From there, you prepare different models of questions. What are the possible models of questions from this particular 5 lines theory? Explore yourself, introspect while studying the subject. Prepare varieties of questions in your mind. If possible, write down in a paper or notebook. Take my words, even if you compare to the questions which you prepared, you may not be able to answer perfectly. Then you will realize what the challenges to the candidates are facing during the exam. It seems that most of the options seems to be correct. But here the confusion is which is the best or which is the most correct. All options seems to be the right answer for some questions. So if you make this kind of preparation, you definitely figure out the correct answer. So challenge behind us, how to make a different set of questions from a given descriptive note. Now from this session, you must have understand what are the different models of questions. So now when we study a particular concept or theory or a particular principles of one particular topic, then we need to explore all these 12 models of questions and keep that in our mind, which trains us, actually trains our mind to attend the multiple choice questions in a professional way. One of my he's the professor. He came for a training, he came for the class at Chennai, where I was handling. After that, he appeared for exams, he got cleared, and he sent me a message. Sir, your training made me to clear the exam. It's not that the preparation or the knowledge, that's it. The training, what we induce us to do. So make different models of questions from the given particular descriptive note. Then definitely you can make an easy attempt and get clear. The students no need to wait for the result. Some students, after appearing for the exam, they used to wait for the result. Whether they used to be in dilemma, whether they will get near to cutoff or reach the cutoff or definitely cross the cutoff. So till the result or the answer key releases, they'll be in confusion mode. But if you get into this model of preparation, you definitely know that you are so far from the normal candidates, normal students who eagerly waits for the cutoff. Your cutoff definitely reach the maximum point. Is this helpful to you? So can I request you to post in the chat box? So this is the way we need to make an attempt to prepare. So in class, we have seen 2 models. One is practicing, the other one is preparation. Practicing 1/3 is okay for 1/3, which means the paper one is general subjects. Practice, practice, practice. Whereas the preparation, short hours preparation, we call that as hard hour preparation. Every day, 5 hours sitting in your four-wall room and studying will not make you to get clear. That is called as hard hours. Whereas the smart hours, some students I know well, they will prepare only. But whenever they will concentrate and prepare in a systematic. For example, if the exam is in descriptive type, how do we used to prepare? We used to prepare by practicing writing much. But for the multiple choice questions, we never prepare in this order. So I request you all to get into this practice, and definitely your understanding will enhance, and your appearance for the exam definitely will give you the maximum result. Now, what is the way forward? Schedule for follow the entire classes, take the recordings, update your knowledge from the recent phenomena. Virtual classes materials are n number of materials are available, not only given by the institute. There are n number of open source material are available. Even standard materials are available. Open source material, there are many materials are substandard or which is not referred by higher educational institutions. But there are n number of open source materials are available in many platforms. You can take it into Swayam platform, you can get into some other online course platform. Enrolling, you are not going to be charged anywhere. Just enroll, download the material as much as you want, because most of the online courses gives you updated material, including even educational institute centers also used to give an updated material. Appear for many online tests which is conducted by our institute. Don't miss even a single thing. Appear even repeatedly, you can appear. Don't appear only once. Whenever you get time to appear once, twice, thrice, as soon as you get the answer, go through the answer, appear again. Have a proper timeline for preparation. Have a proper timeline for preparation. So use the study material and e-resources, whichever is made available. Follow the timeline. Prepare, have a timeline on daily basis, which have to be practiced on daily, which have to be prepared on daily basis. Have a schedule. If you postpone everything and to do everything at the last part, last date, last week of the exam or last period of the exam, so definitely the syllabus part you cannot cover. In one night, it won't be possible. You can see only the backside of a human being if you would like to cover the entire syllabus in a whole night. Even you cannot see the face of the syllabus. Backside, which will not be useful. Right? So all the best. Now I will change. Any doubt you can ask. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Otherwise, we can proceed towards the mathematical reasoning now. Is this clear as of now? Any doubt? You can post in chat box if you are not able to speak. Now let us proceed towards the mathematical reasoning, basic things. The class now. So in mathematical reasoning and aptitude, most repeated questions from this area: number series, letter series, codes and relationships, facts and time and distance, ratio, proportion and percentage, profit and loss, interest and discounting, averages, etc., etc. All these things we have already studied in school. But here, what way we are going to prepare mean same thing, no more changes from the school. But here, how are we going to answer those questions in fraction of seconds? Actually, for each question, it has been allotted only 72 seconds. 72 seconds, 72. That means 1 minute plus 12 seconds for one question. But most students who appears for the exam without proper practice, they, without their knowledge, the time used to be grabbed by these set of questions. Because they knows this question, definitely they can answer. But it takes 5 minutes, 10 minutes. They used to take 5 minutes, 10 minutes to answer one question. So now we are going to learn the same thing from whatever we learned in our school days, same thing, but in a way how to complete, how to appear, how to click the right answer in a short span of time. For mathematical aptitude, as I said, only 72 seconds we need to take. Let me proceed one by one, starting from number series. So what is that number series? What do we mean by that? So it will be given a set of numbers in order of something. You need to figure out what is that something. If we come to know exactly what is that something, then we can easily pick up the answer in short span of time. Here, to find out what is that something, because number is ordered in an order based on something. What is that something? If you figure it out, that will take time. So for that, there are some tricks, some systems to practice that we will learn now. Number series can be grouped in 6 ways. Number series can be grouped in 6 ways. One is, the first model is series with a constant difference. If you see the numbers 1, 5, 9, 13 model has been given here. For all the numbers, the constant difference is 4. Difference between 1 and 5, 4. Difference between 9 and 5, 4. Difference between 13 and 9, 4. Are you able to follow? Let me mark in green. Yes. Very good. So which means this is called constant difference. As soon as you see this as a kind of questions, you can click the right answer. What would be the next after 13? If you add 4, definitely it would be 17. So 17 would be the right answer. Nowadays, even they are asking next to 3 terms, not the only one term. Next to 3 terms. So 17, 21, 25, like that you can make it in order. The second model is series with an increasing difference. By seeing the question itself, let me mark in green. By seeing the question itself, you can say, is that increasing 1, 2, 4, 7, 11, 16? Yeah, it is increasing differences. If you see the difference between 2 and 1, 1 is the difference. Between 2 and 4, 2 is the difference. Between 7 and 4, 3 is the difference. Between 11 and 7, 4 is the difference. Between 16 and 11, 5 is the difference. So if you figure out the differences, you will get an increasing difference. The increasing in what order? So the given question here, the increasing in a one-man order, which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like that it increases. So first number increased by 1, second number, third, which means second and third number increased by 2, third and fourth number increased by third number, 2, fourth number increased by 3, like that. So it is increased by each one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now next number will increase by 6. So answer should be 22. So if they ask you to make at least 3 terms, next to 3 terms, then 22, 29, 29, and then 35. 35, no, not 35. What is that? 3 numbers. So 16, 22, 29, and 37. So that's the 3 numbers. So which means increasing difference. That's the second model. Third model is series with decreasing difference, which means by seeing the number itself, we can come to know it is in descending order. So what is that decreasing difference? What is that decreasing difference? 16 to 11, that means 5 reduced. 11 to 7, that means 4 reduced. 7 to 4, that means 3 reduced. 4 to 2, that means 2 reduced. So it has been reduced in one number by for each. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The next number will be reduced by 1. So answer should be 1. So that's series with their decreasing difference. Next one is series squares or cube series. Series with squares or cubes. Here I have given an example. 1, 9, 25, 49. So what should be next? The other question, 1, 1, 2, 4, 3, 9, 4. What would be the next question? Nine 28 question mark 126. What would be the answer for the question mark? Here the explanation is given. The first 1, 9, 25, 49, which is given here, is in the order of cubes or squares. It is in order of squares. 1 1s are 9, 3 3s are 9, 1 1s are 1, 3 3s are 9, 5 5s are 25, 6 6, 7 7s are 49. That means all comes in prime number. 1 1s are 1. That means 1 is the prime number. 3 3s are 9. 3 is the prime number. Next prime number is 5. 5 5s are 25. After 5, next prime number is 7. 7 7s are 49. So what is the next prime number? Next prime number is after 7. 8 is not prime number. 9 is not prime number. 10 is not prime number. So 11 is the prime number. 11 11s are 121. So answer is 121. Which means square series. Next one is again normal number and then square. Your normal number and then square. 1 square 1, 2 square 4, 3 square 9. So 4 square 16. 4 4s are 16. So question mark place, you will get 16. So this model 9, 28, question mark and 126, which means cube plus 1, which means 2 power 3, 2 into 2 into 2 is the 8, 8 plus 1, 9. And 3 into 3 into 3 into 3, 3 cube plus 1. That means 3 into 3 into 3 is 27. 27 plus 1 is 28. So likewise, next to 4 power 3 plus 1 will be the answer. Or 5 plus 3 plus 1 should be 126. So if it is so, then 4 power 3 plus 1 would be the answer. 4 power 3, 4 into 4 into 4. 4 4s are 16. 16 4s are 64. 64 plus 1 is 65. The answer is 65. So now there used to be a question from the candidate saying that, how do you figure out this? How did you say this is 3, 3 and 5, 5? Some number you can say easily, but here how did you say? 2 power 3, 3 power 3. This comes only through the practice. This you can figure out the basic only through the practice. I hope I am clear to this question. Question number 5. Combination of different operations, which means we have seen 4 models now. So what would be the combination of different operations in a single question? It can be used. That's what most of the people follow now. So they will follow different operations. Combining different operations, they will follow in one question. For example, 6, 10, 7, 11, 8, 12. What would be the next? So now pick up the odd numbers, which means first number, third number, fifth number. 1, 3, fifth number I pick up. That means it is in order. 6, 7, 8. So after 8, it should be 9. So if you pick up the second, fourth, and sixth number, 10, am I correct? 10, and then 11, pick up that, it is also in order. 10, 11, 12. So after that, it should be 13, which means in question mark place, it should be 9. After 9, it should be 13. After 13, it should be 10. After 10, it should be 14. So likewise, it moves. So which means here, it's a combination of different operations. First, third, and fifth terms make an increasing series 6, 7, 8. Whereas the second, fourth, and seventh term makes a series of 10, 11, 12. So our answer will be 9, which is the seventh term of the original series. I hope it is clear. The next model is miscellaneous, which means, as we have discussed, as part of squares and cubes. Here also it comes. It's not squares and cubes alone. It is a prime of squares and prime numbers of squares and cubes. So 9 is the square of 3, prime number. 25 is the square of 5, prime number. 49 is square of 7, prime number. 121 is the square of 11, again prime number. So next should be the square of next prime number. That means 3, 5, 7. That is then order they have given square 11. 3, 5, 7, 11. Next should be 13 is the prime number. So 13 into 13 we will get 169. The answer is 169. So what is the best approach to go for this number series? So the best way of approaching number series question is to observe the difference between various terms. First step. Observe the difference between various terms. If we see a constant difference, then we can conclude that in the first step itself, we can conclude that it is a constant difference series. So we can find out the next number. If the difference is decreasing or increasing by a constant number, then it is a series of either type 2 or type 3, which we have seen in last slide. type 2 or type 3. So increasing difference or decreasing difference. But if there is no such increase or decreases in the differences, then try dividing the second term with the first, third term with the second, and so on. If you obtain the same number each time, then it is called product series. If you obtain different numbers in each, time, then you can get into the squares or cubes model. If none of these seems to work, then you can try writing each term as a product of two factors. So here it comes a multiplication model. If you still observe no pattern and the difference is increasing or decreasing rapidly, that is also not applicable. Then try to look for square or cube series. Sir, we need to cross all these steps. It will take time. No, sir, you may ask that. That is true. But if you practice, at least 50 or 200 questions, then you can easily figure out the correct answer. You can easily jump into the right step. We no need to get into an order later part after practice. Now, there are different types of number series provided. Can you find out the answer now? First model is called series consisting of perfect square. We all should know for some numbers perfect square. If we know that, we can easily figure it out. For example, 400 is given in the first series, consists of perfect square. So 400 square root, if you take, that is called 20. So 20 into 20 is 400. Then it should be 19 into 19, 361. Then it should be 18 into 18, 364. You can check. So it is 18 square, 19 square, 20 square. So it is 21 square. So next answer should be 22 square. Next is perfect cube series. So here they have given perfect cube. So you can, from this, definitely one number you can easily figure it out. So here 1000 is given, which means 10 into 10 into 10 is 1000. So 9 into 9 into 9 would be 729. You can check whether it's that coming. Then only you can decide it is in order of perfect cube series. Then here's some 8 into 8 into 8. So 8 cube, 9 cube, 10 cube, that's what is given here. So next answer should be 11 cube. So 11 cube means definitely the last digit should be 1. You see the options, whichever has the last digit as 1. If it is right, if you have only one option, then you can directly tick that instead of calculating all the cubes. Then geometric series, that's called, there's a name called geometric series, which means they have given as 4, 36, 324, 2916. So what would be the next? So here it is in an order. Geometric series. Geometric means multiplication. 4 9s are 36, 13 6 9s are 324, 324 9s are, what is that? 2916. Then again, which means it has a constant multiplication of 9. That means geometric 9. So multiply by 9, the last number 2916. you will get the answer. So if you multiply this by 9, any number multiplied by 9, the addition should be 9. For example, 4 is multiplied by 9, you got 36. If you add these two, you will get 9. So again, you multiply by 9, you got 324. If you add these three numbers, 3 plus 2 plus 4, you will get 9. Again, you multiply it by 9, you add all these numbers, 2 plus 9 plus 1 plus 6, you will get again 9. So why I am saying this, from the given options, whichever the option, additions of those number gives you 9. That answer is correct. That is one way. The other way, last digit here is 6. So 6 is multiplied by 9 means 54. So last digit should be 4 in the option. You no need to directly multiply again. Last digit should be 4. In that, if you add all the numbers in the given option, it should be 9. Next one is arithmetic series. So which means a constant number has been added one by one. 4 plus 9 became 5. 9 plus 5, 4 plus 5 became 9. 9 plus 5 became 14. 14 plus 5 became 9. 19 plus 5 became 24. 24 plus 9, it has become 29. 29 plus 5, it has become 34. So everywhere it is called arithmetic series. 5, the number 5 is added. After 34, if you add 5, you will get 39. The answer is 39. Next, two-stage type series. What do you mean by two-stage type series? Yes, what do you mean by the two-stage type series? Which means, so in the given question 1, 3, 6, 10, 15, etc., it has two stages. So what is that two stage? Two stage, three stage. So what is that? Is the difference between all these things. So first two number, there is a difference is 2. Next number, there is a difference is 3. The next number, the difference is 4. The next number, the difference is 5. So the next number should be 21 because the difference should be 6. So 15 plus 6, 21. The next one is mixed series. 10, 22, 46, 94, 190. So in this mixed series, what would be the next one? Can you see some, this series is called as mixed series. Can you see an order and pick up the order now? Pick up the order now. So now, what is the mixed series? 10, 22, difference is 12. 12, that is 46, difference is 24. Then 12, 24. Next is 48, the difference is 48. 94 and 46, difference is 48. The next, the difference is 96. So how it has been ordered? So first is 12. 12 into 2, 24. 24 is the difference. 22 into 2, we will get 48. 48 is the difference. 48 into 2, you will get 96. So 96 is the difference. So 96 into 2, you will get 180 plus 12. 192 is the difference. If you get 192, it should be 382. 382 is the answer. That's called a mixed series. Are you able to follow? 10, 22, 46, 94, and 190. Next one is arithmetico-geometric series, which means a series given in a combination of arithmetic and geometric series. So which means the first one is added by 3, next is multiplied by 2. The next is added by 3, again multiplied by 2. Next is added by 3, again multiplied by 2. So if you multiply by 2, you will get 50 is the right answer in the question marks. The answer is 50. So that's called arithmetico-geometric series. There is also a model called geometrico-arithmetic series, which means first multiplied by 2 numbers and then add by 4. Again multiplied by 6 and add by 8. Multiply by 10 and then add by 12. So what is the addition increment? That means 4 first added, next is 8 added, next is 12 added. So next one, it should be 16 should be added. Right? So if you add 16 with 440, you will get 456. So we can also have 3 next to terms. Next to 3 terms, you can continuously can have. The ninth model is twin alternate series. Twine alternate series. Twine or alternate series, which means there is a number order given 3, 4, 8, 10, 13, 16. If you apply any of this model, nothing will work out. What we need to do is this series has 2 alternate series. That means pick up the first, third, fifth letters, fifth numbers. That means 3, 8, and 13. It has an order for 3, 8, 13. So which means 3 plus 5, 8, 8 plus 5, 13. So next number, pick up the order 4, 10, and 16. So 4 plus 6 is 10, 10 plus 6 is 16. So in this series, there is a twin series. Sometimes thrice is so exceptional, but twin series is most repeated. So based on that, you need to divide this series into 2 and then find out the next number. I hope you got the correct thing. Now I request you all to be ready for the question and answer session. Take your notebook and answer for the questions whichever I am going to show you now. Yes. You all ready? If yes, type R in the chat box. If all of you ready, type R in the chat box. I will release the question one by one. Can you type R in the chat box? Very good. Good responses. Okay. So 12 of you ready. Now I will post the question now. I request you to answer quickly. So what number should come next? Answer either in the chat box. Answer in chat box will be better since we have. limited students in online. Did you all answer? Yes, the answer is the answer is 10. This is a simple alternating addition and subtraction series. So in first pattern, 3 is added. In the second, 2 is subtracted. So option B would be the right answer. Are you able to follow? 7 and 10. First two numbers, 7, 10. You can see 3 is added. Then 2 is subtracted. Then again 3 is added. Then 2 is subtracted. Then again 3 is added. Right? So next 2 have to be subtracted. So next answer should be 10. Or otherwise, you can also use a term called twin alternate numbers. 7, 8, 9 is in order. After 9 it should be 10. Simple. The next number here it is given second, fourth, and sixth number is 10, 11, 12. So next it should be 13. That means 10 and 13 should be the next number. So next since they have asked only one option, 10 should be the right answer. After 10, 13 will come. After 13, 11. After 11, 14 will be there. Like that it goes on. The next question. Look at this series and figure out the right answer. Could you answer this? Question number 2. Look at this series. 14, 28, 20, 40, 32, and 64. What numbers should come next? Yes, very good. So what would be the next number? Yes. The answer is again B. That means 56, which means this is an alternating multiplication and subtraction series. First multiplied by 2 and then subtracted by 8. Multiplied by 2, 14 into 2, you will get 28. And then subtracted by 8. So these two multiply by 2, and then subtract by 8, then multiply by 2, subtract by 8, multiply by 2, and then if we subtract by 8, we'll get 56. Next question. Be ready for the next question to answer. Do you answer this? Yes, very good. So what is the answer? So this is a simple multiplication series. Each number is 3 times more than the previous number. That means 2 3s are 6, 6 3s are 18, 18 3s are 54. Again, multiply this by 3, you will get. So you don't need to fully multiply. So 4 3s are 12. It means last number should be 2. So last number 2 is there, only one option. So C is the right answer. Next question number 4. What number should come next? Did you find out the answer? Yes, good. So here it is little confusing. First number is multiplied by 1, subtracted by 2 to get the second number. That means 8 multiplied by 1, subtract by 2, you will get 6. 6 multiplied by 2, subtract by 3. Right? And then 9 multiplied by 3, subtract by 4. And then 20, you will get 23. 23 multiplied by 4, subtract by 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is in order. Once you multiply by one number, subtract with the next number. Multiply by 1, subtract by 2. Multiply by 2, subtract by 3. Multiply by 3, subtract by 4. Multiply by 4, subtract by 7. Multiply by 5 last, you subtract by 6. You will get 429. So the answer is option D. Okay. Do you have any doubt as of now? Do you have any doubt? Shall we proceed to next? So next is the letter series. So what are we going to learn in this letter series? What is that letter series? So letter series, to answer this question, first we need to have some preparation before the exam. Before the exam, as soon as you get into the exam hall, they will give you a rough paper, or as part of question paper, there used to be rough pages. Write alphabetical letters, first half in the first row, which means totally 26 letters. first half is 13 letters. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M. Till M, you write as a rough. And then second alphabet start from N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z in reverse order. So which has been shown as part of this slide. So here I have given, what is that? 1, 2, 3, all the numbers in order and then alphabeticals in order. And then it comes in reverse, right? Goes in the ascending and then comes in the descending order. So keep this right up. This definitely helps to answer the letter series question. Second, understand the concept of HOT. What do you mean by HOT? HOT means nothing but the 5th letter, 10th letter, 15th letter, 20th letter, 25th letter. So 5th letter is E, 10th letter is J, 15th letter is O, 20th letter is T, 25th letter is Y. So understand the concept of HOT, which means if any letter comes before or after this letter, you can easily say which number it is. For example, K. K immediately comes after J, right? So J is 10, K should be 11. So like that, it helps us to figure out the answer in a short span of time. So HOT is a concept. Next one is position of letters from right hand side. This is nothing critical one, but we apply this equation to find out the numbers at the first time. For example, they used to ask 7th letter from left of G. 7th letter from the left is G. Then what would be the from right? Like that they can ask the question. So for this we can apply this equation, which means n plus 1 minus the letter which they ask, which they give. So 7th letter from left is G, means you take n plus 1. That means 26 plus 1. So n means number of letters in the series. So 26 plus 1 minus 7, which is given there. So I will get 20. So 20 means, what is that? Twenty means T. So likewise, you can find out. Next is finding the central symbol or letter or digit. Sometimes they will ask you to find out the central symbol, letter or digit. Right? So these are the 4 things we need to remember to attend the letter series questions. Now, F, G, J, G, A, F, H, A, I, A, H. What would be the next one? What would be the next one? Can you answer? Because here the middle letters are static. It did not change. Whereas, so we can concentrate on the first and third letter alone. The series involves an alphabetical order with a reversal of the letters. Alphabetical orders with the reversal of the letters. The first letter or in the alphabetical order, F, G, H, I, J. Can you see? F, G, H, I, J. First is the FG, next is GF. Then HI, then IH. Then if you see that in order, F, G, H, I, J. So next one should be J. So J. K. So JK should be there in order. In center, there should be A. So here the answer is JAK. Option A is the right answer. Question number 2. CLFA, GLAHA, ILJA, and there is a line and then MLNA. So here the last letter are static. Last letter are static. And we can say second letter is also static, which means L. That means L and A is static. So in answer should be L and A in the second and fourth letter. And then what else? What other order you can find out? The second and fourth letter in the series is L and A, that is static. Now, the first and third letters consist of an alphabetical order beginning with the letter E. And hence, the answer would be KLLA. So, since here it is given EF, can you see EF, then G, H, I, J. So next one should be KL. EF, G, H, I, J. Next one should be KL. So KL means what will be there? Yes, KL. Already second letter A. Already second letter L, fourth letter A. Now first letter is K, third letter is L. So KLLA is the right answer. Question number 3. What should be the right option? The first letters are in alphabetical order, with the letters skipped in between each segment. So C, D has been skipped E. E, F has been skipped, so G. G, H has been skipped, so K. HK. Right? So second and third letter are constant. So C, D, E, F, G, H, I. So next letter should be I. So if next letter should be I means either C or D could be the answer. A and B can be excluded. So either C or D could be the answer. Now we need to see the second and third letter should be constant, which means either SS or TT. So both are the choices. Now we need to select which one is the next one. So here M, N left O, M, N, O, P left Q, R left S. So answer should be yes. So ISS should be the answer. ISS. That means option C is the right answer. So C, first letter C left, C is the letter, D has been left E. E is the letter, F has been left G. G is the letter, H has been left I. Likewise, for the second and third letter also, M, N has been left O. O, P has been left Q. In Q, R has been left, R letter has been left, so next is yes. Answer is ISS. I hope you are able to follow this. Fine. Now let me post you a quiz question in the chat box. You all are requested to appear for the quiz and click the right answer. I will have 10 questions. Let me see how many of you understood and going to proceed. The question link has been posted in the chat box. Students are expected to attend. Did you all receive the quiz? You all can click and type your name. So today's from the mathematical reasoning class has been posted. Let me see how many of you are active and able to click the right answer. Yes, Madan Kumar have joined. What about the other? Others also are joined. Time being, I am starting the quiz. They all answer now. That's very good. So Madan have completed. The question seems to be difficult much. What number should come next? Yeah, 10 have to come. Correct. 10 is the right answer. Good. And then what should come next? What number should come next? And 14, 28, that means 20, 40, 32, 64. The answer is 128. For every number, it has been doubled. 14, 28, 20, 40, 32, 64. What is the order? And 2, 6, 18, 54. 2, 6, 18, 54. That means 4, 8, 6, 9, 23, 87. What number should come next? Answer is 226. FG, HI, JK. Answer is JK. Very good. So I tried well. You have appeared. The answer is KLLA. And here the answer is GRR. Very good. You have made the right attempt. 3, 6, 9, 12. What number should come next? The next is 3, 2, 3, 3s are, 3, 4s are, 3, 5s are, 15 is the answer. Then 5, 10, 20, 40, what should come next? All have been multiplied by 2, so 80 should be the right answer. And look at this series, what number should come next? Yes, 1, 4, 9, 16, 25. 25 should be the right answer. So with this, let's stop our class. So next class, we will again continue from the record area. Thank you all. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Otherwise, we'll close this. Today we have seen how to prepare for the exam in a systematic way. Second part, we have seen some important aspects of mathematical reasoning, like number series and letter series. So with this, the class ends. Have a nice and wonderful weekend. Happy evening. Bye.